Hey gems! Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make my fudgy brownie recipe. You guys have requested more cooking tutorials on my channel, so this is going to be one of my favorite recipes and I want to show it to you guys. I will also have all of the ingredients and the directions in the description box for you guys if you want to go ahead and follow along at home. The first step you're going to be doing is taking your 3/4 cup of cocoa powder and putting it into a big bowl. Then you're going to be taking half a teaspoon of baking soda, putting it into the bowl. And with a whisk, you're just going to mix it up just so it's all incorporated. Try to get some of the lumps out. You can sift the cocoa powder if you want. I normally don't, but you can if you want to. Next step, you're going to be adding your half a cup of boiling water and 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. So I have a half a cup of boiling water right here. Go straight into the bowl. Then I just have some regular old vegetable oil, and you're going to take 1/3 of this. Straight in. And with your whisk, you're going to mix it up until the consistency gets really thick. So that is the consistency you're going to be looking for. And the next step is you're going to add in your 2 eggs. You want to make sure that your eggs are at room temperature because that way they are going to mix in a lot better and they won't be as stiff. If you have your eggs at room temperature, it actually makes your recipe a lot lighter. Then you're going to add your 2 cups of sugar right into the bowl. And then you're going to add your second 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. And then just with your whisk, you're going to mix it all together. Want to make sure there's no big lumps of sugar or cocoa powder in your mix. Make sure your eggs are really well incorporated. You can do this with an electric mixer, but it's really easy just to do it with a whip. Woo, chocolatey goodness. So that is what your mixture is going to look like. Nice and light and gooey looking. Yum. So the last step, we're going to add our flour, salt, and our vanilla. So we need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Right into the bowl. 1/4 of a teaspoon of kosher salt. I actually just eyeball it. And 1 1/3 cups of plain all-purpose flour. And then just with your whisk, slowly start in the middle, that way you don't get a flour shower, and then work your way out. Scrape the sides, and there is your finished brownie batter. Now at this point you guys can add anything you want. You could add chocolate chips, caramel chips, peanut butter chips, sprinkles, nuts, anything you want. I actually like to just keep mine really simple. So I am just going to take a little 9x9 pan. This is just a glass Pyrex pan. With some cooking spray. You don't want your brownies to stick. Give it a really good spray. I'm going to take my whisk out. Try to get as much of batter off of the whisk as you can without making a total mess. Then I'm gonna switch to a rubber scraper, and we're just gonna put our brownie batter into our pan. You wanna make sure you scrape the sides really, really well. You don't wanna waste any of that brownie batter, leaving it in the bowl. Scrape it all in there. A rubber scraper is one of my absolute favorite tools to use in the kitchen, especially when baking. Because that way you can get all of the batter of anything you're making all out of the bowl and straight into the pan. See, that is why you want to use a rubber scraper. And then you can just lick that off if you want, because it tastes good. So now we have our brownie batter all in our pan. We're gonna put it into a 350-degree oven for 35 to 40 minutes. Then what you wanna do is after that time, you wanna stick either a sharp knife or a toothpick into the center, and if it comes out clean, then your brownies are ready. So let's go put these into the oven. All right, my oven is preheated to 350 degrees. Just gonna put these little guys in there, right in the center rack. Close it up. Set our timer for 35 minutes to start. And then we'll check back after 35 minutes, see if they need a few more minutes, and then they'll be ready. It's been 35 minutes, so we're gonna check our brownies. Got a toothpick, you wanna stick it right into the center, all the way down. Ow, don't burn yourself like I almost did. So as you can see, there's a little bit of brownie mix on there. So we're gonna pop these back in the oven for about another 5 minutes. So we're just gonna set our timer for 5 more minutes and we'll check back. All right, these bad boys should be done. One more toothpick test. Perfectly clean. So let's take them out. And we're gonna let those cool for about a half an hour, then we're gonna throw some frosting on. So now that our brownies have been able to cool for a little bit, I'm just gonna take some regular old tub chocolate frosting. You don't have to do this, but come on, what's better than chocolate frosting on a chocolate brownie? So I'm just gonna take a big old scoop of chocolate frosting right on top. Get all that goodness out of the tub. Then just with a little offset spatula, or you can just use a regular knife, just gonna smear all that wonderful frosting. And if your brownies kind of cave in a little bit, no big deal. Just get it all in there. Then, because it's close to Halloween, I have got some Halloween fall type of sprinkles, so I figured, why not? So I think I'm gonna do a little bit of the orange ones, and I'm just gonna pour them out onto my hand so I can control it. And then from a height, you just wanna give them a little bit of a sprinkle. Again, this is optional, you don't have to do this, but I figured, why not? Add a little sugary goodness to our sugary brownies. Everything's better with sprinkles. And then I've got a couple of these little ones right here. Again, I'm just gonna pour them out onto my hand and give them a little sprinkle. And there you go, you have your awesome fudgy brownies, perfect for Halloween if you're going to a party. You can also make these into cupcakes. You can make them into shapes if you wanted to, and the possibilities are absolutely endless. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that little red button below, subscribe, become a member of my M's Gems family, and don't forget to leave me a comment if you guys would like to see any other baking tutorials or cooking tutorials on my channel. Don't forget to check out the description box for all of my social media sites. Follow me on Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, all of those wonderful things. And don't forget to check out my blog as well. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!